Contrary to its name, biotechnology is not a single technology. Rather, it's a group of technologies that share two common characteristics: working with living cells and their molecules, and having a wide range of practice uses that can improve our lives. In particular, biotechnology involves the use by industry of recombinant DNA, cell fusion, and new bioprocessing techniques to produce large molecules useful in treating and preventing disease. So in this video, we're going to discuss biotechnology and what it means for your health. The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick till the end. Before starting the video, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. Biotechnology is not a new discipline, but it's advancing by leaps and bounds, and it has more and more applications in our day-to-day lives, from pharmaceutical development to food production and the treatment of polluting waste. Advancements in medical biotechnology have impacted millions of lives in the past few decades, from new vaccines developed to cure deadly diseases such as during the Ebola virus outbreak in West Africa in 2014 to comprehensively mapping human DNA. The medical biotechnological industry has been at the forefront of technological advancement. Medical biotechnology is the use of living cells and cell materials to research and produce pharmaceutical and diagnostic products that help treat and prevent human diseases. Daejeon, Republic of Korea, February 25, 2013, the Global Agenda Council on Biotechnology, one of the global networks under the World Economic Forum (WEF), which is composed of the world's leading experts in the field of biotechnology, announced that the council has identified more than 10 most important biotechnologies, which could help meet the rapidly growing demand for energy, food, nutrition, and health. These new technologies, the council said, also have the potential to increase productivity and create new jobs. The world has witnessed extraordinary advances in science over the last few decades. Biotechnology, one such area of growth, is an umbrella term covering a broad spectrum of scientific applications used in many sectors, such as health and agriculture. It involves the use of living organisms or parts of living organisms to provide new methods of production and make new products. Experts in the United States anticipate the world's population in 2050 to be approximately 8.7 billion persons. The world's population is growing, but its surface area is not. Compounding the effects of population growth is the fact that most of the Earth's ideal farming land is already being utilized. To avoid damaging environmentally sensitive areas, such as rainforests, we need to increase crop yields for land currently in use. By increasing crop yields through the use of biotechnology, the constant need to clear more land for growing food is reduced. Countries in Asia, Africa, and elsewhere are grappling with how to continue feeding a growing population. They're also trying to benefit more from their existing resources. Biotechnology holds the key to increasing the yield of staple crops by allowing farmers to reap bigger harvests from currently cultivated land while preserving the land's ability to support continued farming. Malnutrition in underdeveloped countries is also being combated with biotechnology. The Rockefeller Foundation is sponsoring research on golden rice, a crop designed to improve nutrition in the developing world. Rice breeders are using biotechnology to build vitamin A into the rice. Vitamin A deficiency is a common problem in poor countries. A second phase of the project will increase the iron content in rice to combat anemia, which is a widespread problem among women and children in underdeveloped countries. Golden rice, expected to be for sale in Asia in less than 5 years, will offer dramatic improvements in nutrition and health for millions of people with little additional cost to consumers. The benefits of biotechnology are tangible, but at the same time, some warn of its possible adverse effects on the environment, health, and ethics. It reduces CO2 emissions by 52%, optimizes the use of water, and reduces waste and chemical processes thanks to techniques such as recombinant DNA. It improves medical diagnosis, reduces infection rates, minimizes the side effects of medications, and favors progress in developing countries. It favors healthy and sustainable agriculture. It provides more nutritious, toxin and allergen-free food. It limits the use of pesticides and chemicals. The proliferation of laboratory foods could end crop diversity. It may also affect the balance of ecosystems. The risks include unforeseen allergies, poisoning of living organisms, and modified bacteria escaping from a laboratory. Cloning, the modification of the human genome, and assisted reproduction are matters of ethical debate and social controversy. Each year, scientists and medical biotechnical researchers advance further into the field of stem cell research. The world-famous Salk Institute, one of the leading non-profit medical biotechnical organizations, created a new kind of stem cell in 2017, one that helped grow mice in a laboratory from an embryo to the adult stage. The new cell type is called an extended pluripotent stem cell, which is the foundation of every cell in the body. Embryonic stem cells that come from human embryos or that are artificially created are unable to develop every type of cell the human body needs, which makes the EPS cell a special discovery. In addition to creating muscle, blood, bone, and tissue cells, among many others, the EPS cell can also make the placenta and other extra embryonic tissues needed for the embryo to survive and grow. In the future, scientists can use this medical biotechnology to help regrow human cells, potentially replacing limbs and organs or even healing cancer patients. Biotechnology-derived environmental products such as organisms, microorganisms, used to clean up an oil spill are subject to the Canadian Environmental Protection Act. Health Canada shares responsibility with Environment Canada for the risk assessment of these products, including assessment of risks to human health through environmental exposure to them and environmental impact of the product. Assessment takes place prior to manufacture or import, and for some substances, at the research and development stage, if a risk is identified, measures are taken to reduce it by controlling or even banning the substance or product. Vaccines are arguably the most important medical advance of the last 100 years. Vaccination has resulted in the eradication of smallpox, the imminent eradication of polio, and a dramatic reduction in the prevalence of many other infectious diseases. Advances in vaccine research are expected to impact not only communicable diseases, but also non-communicable ones, such as cancer. Recombinant technology makes it possible to have single proteins of a pathogen produced in non-pathogenic microorganisms. This obviates the risks associated with conventional live attenuated vaccines while conferring immunity against disease. Recombinant vaccines may also prove to be cheaper because of innovative production methods and potentially because of improved storage characteristics such as longevity and resistance to breakdown. Much progress is being made in recombinant vaccine development, but there continue to be challenges such as, for example, correct presentation of recombinant antigens to the immune system and lengthening the lifetime of the engineered protein in the body. A variety of recombinant vaccines exist, the most promising being viral vector vaccines, naked DNA vaccines, and plant-derived vaccines. The subunit vaccine RTS-SASO2 was recently demonstrated to provide protection against natural malaria. Infection in adults in a clinical trial in the Gambia, Bojang 2001, for the first 9 weeks of the study, 71% of the participants were protected from infection. Clinical trials on children in both the Gambia and Mozambique are now underway. Malaria Vaccine Initiative 2003. This particular vaccine is synthesized by mice and excreted in their milk. The developers have expressed interest in creating transgenic goats for upscaling production. TB is on the rise throughout the world and particularly as an opportunistic infection in developing countries with high HIV infection rates. It claims at least 2 million lives every year. Researchers are actively searching for a potent recombinant TB vaccine. Carroll and Sacksteder 2002. Progress to date includes a subunit vaccine based upon the MTB 8.4 surface antigen that protects mice from virulent TB infection. Most HIV vaccines currently in a clinical trial are recombinant vaccines. There are 28 ongoing trials involving 24 different vaccines. Of these, 8 are DNA-based, 8 use recombinant viral vectors, 5 are protein subunits, and 3 are lipopeptides. International AIDS Vaccine Initiative. Biotechnology is at a crossroads in terms of public acceptance. Many Americans have not yet formed a solid opinion on this complex issue. International developments over the next few years will certainly have a major influence on the long-term viability of biotechnology. The future of the world's food supply depends upon how well scientists, government, and the food industry are able to communicate with consumers about the benefit and safety of the technology. Let us know your opinion in the comment section below. This was all for today. Hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Stay safe, and we'll be back soon with another video.